is live streaming right now. All right, today's date is January 1st, 2022. In Carson County, Texas, I call cause number 11984 in the interest of the Brown children. What says the state?
This is not the Brown children.
Present by audio and video is Amy Horner. Are you ready, Ms. Horner?
Yes, ma'am.
Also present by audio and video is Jason Brown. Joshua Brown. Are you ready, Mr. Brown?
Yes, Judge, I am.
All right. And if you'll both listen carefully, Mr. Blackburn, would you announce the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, I'd be happy to. Your Honor, my understanding of the parties' agreement is that Ms. Horner will carry the health insurance for the child before the court. Taylor Brooke Brown, Your Honor, the older.
Hello, this is.
Mr. Rios, the judge is hearing a different case. If you'll just.
We're finishing the other case, Mr. Rios. All right, we'll continue on with cause number 11984. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, my understanding of the parties' agreement is that Ms. Horner will carry the insurance for the child Taylor Brooke Brown, which is the only child before the court at this point. The older child, Carson, has just recently emancipated. Mr. Brown will reimburse $135 a month in medical support beginning the first day of August 2022. And dental support, Mr. Brown will reimburse $37.06 to Ms. Horner for the insurance that she carries through her employer. Parties agree that child support going forward should be at $1,024. And I believe that is the entirety of the agreement, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Horner, let me ask you, is that in fact the agreement you're making today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you think it's best for your child?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me ask you, Mr. Brown, is that in fact the agreement you're making today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you think it's best in the best interest of your child?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And do I take it correctly that you are the parents of a high school graduate?
Yes.
Congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
That's super. All right, I'm approving the agreement you've made. Mr. Blackburn will prepare that order for my signature and I'll sign off on it. There is a period of 3 business days during which anybody can request a new hearing. If you do that, you get a new hearing in front of the district judge, Judge Messer, and he would start over and make his own decision. But if excuse me, but if nobody does that, this order starts to become final, and you should get a copy in the mail or by email within about 2 weeks. If you don't get one, please call the Amarillo AG's office and just remind them to send one to you. All right?
Understood.
Good luck to you both and to your families. You have a pleasant summer. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, and we are proceeding with Mr. Rios and Ms. Jameson. As I indicated in the earlier announcement, we are recording and we're going out to the public. So keep any information that you want to remain confidential. Please don't say it out loud. If you need to exchange information, we can do it after I turn off the recording. All right, today's date is July 1st, 2022 in Carson County, Texas. I call cause number 10214 in the interest of Corbin Ray Asensio. What says the state?
It is ready, Your Honor.
Present by audio and video is Stephanie Jameson. Are you ready to proceed, Ms. Jameson?
Yes.
Also present by audio and video is Jamie Rios. Are you ready, Mr. Rios?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Blackburn, you may call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. First, Your Honor, I will ask that the court take notice of the prior order in this case, which is from just a few months ago, Your Honor.
All right. I take judicial notice of the prior order contained in the court's file.
And Your Honor, I'll also ask that the court should take judicial notice of our pleadings, which I believe is a for modification and motion to confirm support arrearage, which should include in the attachment of our pay record, Your Honor.
All right. I take judicial notice of the contents of the court's file, specifically the prior order and also the pleadings of the Attorney General's office and any attachments thereto. Mr. Blackburn, may I ask you about the prior order? What did the prior order address?
Your Honor, the prior order was, pardon me, Your Honor. Your Honor, the prior order was the order for modification of child support obligation. It was signed by you, Your Honor, on October the 4th of 2021.
Is there a reason you've brought another modification this soon?
Your Honor, I believe I'll be able to call Mr. Rios and get into the
specifics?
Your Honor.
All right. You may call your first witness then.
I'll call Mr. Rios, Your Honor.
Mr. Rios, would you raise
Yes.
your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Blackburn.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, what is your full name?
Jaime Rios,
What is the name of the child in this case?
Corbin Ray Asensio.
And your order to pay child support for that child, is that correct?
Yes,
And so you heard me and the judge discussing that there was just an order signed fairly recently. In
yes,
this,
on November 1st or October. Yes, I do.
okay. And could you explain to the judge what's happened since the rendition of that order?
Well, Judge, on April the 7th, I lost my job. I'm not making that much money I was making before. I sent an email and called on April the 13th to ask for a modification to reflect what I'm going to be making. And last week, I got a job or employment. All I'm asking is just to modify what I'm going to pay for child support for me to still have a little bit more wage. That's all I'm asking. I was still asked to pay the remaining child support that I didn't pay on April and May. But all I'm asking is just the court is to just modify my payment so I can still pay child support and still have a little bit more wage. I'm not asking for much. I'll still pay for the $100 or $148
Your
for
Honor,
the insurance,
responsive.
which Mr. Blackburn did not wish to talk to me about. I'll ask Mr. Blackburn just to change
Okay.
my modification for child support. He did not ask me about anything of that. He says he
Sir?
cannot change.
Mr.
Yes.
Rios, I'm going to let Mr. Blackburn go ahead and ask questions. And then at the end, I'm going to ask you if you have anything else to add. So let's proceed in that way. Go ahead, Mr. Blackburn.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Rios, where were you working in October of 2021?
Emerald College.
Okay, what did you do for them?
Was an instructor.
Okay, how much were you making back then?
Or per month, $41.66,
Okay,
which means $4,667 per month.
and you mentioned that you were terminated from that job in April, is that right?
Yes, sir. I sent that to your office on April the 13th, both by phone call and by email twice.
What was what was the reason that you were
It was
terminated?
stated on the email, which is I got terminated by substance abuse because I violated their policy. It was on the email and the phone call that I sent.
Okay, Mr. Rios, the judge doesn't have access to Attorney General email. So I'm asking you questions so that the judge can get
I-
information.
Do know that. That's why
Okay,
In general, sir, why were you terminated?
Substance abuse.
Okay, thank you.
may I proceed, Your Honor?
Go ahead, Mr. Blackburn.
Thank you. Mr. Rios, do you have any criminal charges related to
No.
that?
No,
Okay. And what do you do now for work, sir?
I am a procurement technician for Dynatech.
And how much do you make doing that?
As I said before to you, $19.15 an hour.
Do you have insurance available that the child could be placed
I
on?
do not qualify until next month.
Okay. Do you know how much it would cost to add Corbin onto your insurance?
No,
Okay. And you're aware that you owe some child support, correct?
yes, as I said before to you, yes.
Your Honor, I will offer in evidence States Exhibit number 1, a copy of the pay record showing that as of the end of May, Mr. Rios owes $665 in child support, $163.80 in medical support, and $32.50 in dental support.
All right, I have a copy of that document here. Admitted as States Exhibit number 1.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Mr. Rios, you agree you should pay back what you owe in child support, correct?
As I told you before, yes, sir.
I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Blackburn, I'd like some information on the health insurance.
Yes, Your Honor. Do you mean as far as
The
Mr.
prior order.
Oh, yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, in the prior order, Ms. Jamison was ordered to carry the insurance through another source as well as the dental insurance. And my understanding, Your Honor, and I will verify this with Ms. Jamison, is that that insurance cost has not changed.
All right. Mr. Rios, do you have anything else you want to add that hasn't come up through the question and answer?
No, as I told Attorney Blackburn, I told him I will pay the insurance what I have to pay. I just want my child support to reflect what I'm making right now. I'll still pay the insurance just to modify my amount of what I'm paying for.
Okay.
That's all I asked him, and he was giving me difficulty about that. I mean, we don't have to go to court. We don't have to do this. I'll ask for a modification. I will still pay child support, even though what I have to owe prior to he turns 8. After he turns 18, I'll still pay what I have to owe. Does not have to go to court. I'll still pay it. I'll ask for a modification, what I'm making right now, so I can still have a livable wage, and I'll still pay the insurance. That's all I asked Mr. Blackburn, but he didn't want to listen to me.
Okay, thank you, sir. You may call your next witness.
I'll call Ms. Jamison, Your Honor.
Ms. Jamison, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, ma'am.
Your Honor. May I proceed, Your Honor? May I proceed, Your Honor?
You may.
Thank you. Ma'am, what is your full name?
Stephanie Renee Jameson.
And you're the mother of the child Corbin, is that correct?
Yes.
And ma'am, the insurance situation since last order, has that changed at all?
No, it has not.
It has you have the exact same source of insurance and the exact same cost?
Yes, everything will be the same till the end of the year.
All right. And do you agree that Mr. Rio should pay back what he owes to you, child support?
Yes.
As far as the modification that Mr. Rios has requested, what is your perspective and thoughts on that?
I understand his situation, but I also feel like the current order should stay in place and not change.
Okay. Is there anything else that you'd like to add, ma'am?
I just feel like it should stay because there hasn't been any interaction with Corbin, and he's about to be graduating in 2 years. And all of this money that we have coming from him goes towards his graduation and his car and things like that to help him in the end. And it's going to be over in 2 years. So I'm done with changing it. That's it.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
What does the health insurance cost you, Ms. Jamison?
I don't have the current numbers with me, but they were the same from the October hearing. I did not have that with me. I'm sorry, but it's
Your Honor.
provided by my husband.
Okay.
Your Honor, I think I could offer that information to the court if you wish, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, would you repeat that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, I could offer that information. I have the prior order here in front of me, Your Honor.
Great. What is the cost of the health insurance?
Your Honor, the cost of the health insurance was $148.68 per month. The cost of the dental insurance is $16.25 per month, Your Honor.
All right, let's have closing. Mr. Blackburn, what is the state requested?
Your Honor, the state is requesting a judgment consistent with State's Exhibit Number 1 as of the end of May and requesting appropriate payment amounts to pay those arrears back. Your Honor, I'm not sure that modification should be granted in this case. It seems like Mr. Rios had some backs and was terminated for reasons that were entirely within his control. It's not as if he was laid off due to budget cuts or something like that. And Your Honor, I believe Ms. Jamison should continue the health insurance as previously ordered. And I believe Mr. Rios should be ordered to pay the prior amount of child support.
And what was the amount of child support in the prior order?
The child support in the prior order from October of 2021, Your Honor, is $665. If modified, Your Honor, to Mr. Rios's employment, it would be $539.61.
That was my calculation as well. All right, Mr. Rios, what are you asking? What do you want me to do, sir?
Well, I just want, Mr. Blackburn just told me what he said before. I just want to, I will still pay child support. I just want a modification what I'm making right now.
Okay. Ms.
That's
Jamison,
that's all I'm asking. That's all, Judge. That's all I'm asking for is just a modification what I'm making right now. If I find another job, I'll change that. We only have 2 years with him. I only have 2 years with him to pay child support. That's it.
okay.
If it's to Mr. Blackburn that I should pay the same what I'm making, which was I was making $26. Now I'm making $19. You can find the difference between that, which on my case, which it says either 20% or $100 less. I'm making almost $300 less than I'm bringing in. I agree with Ms. Jamison. If she wants me to pay more, I'll pay more, but just modify for me so I can make some money for me to live. That's it, or livable wage.
All right, Ms. Jamison, what are you asking me to do? What would be fair from your point of view?
Judge, can I say something? She said for him to school on all this car. My child support is just to pay for him, and that's it. There's no reason for the car, and there's no reason for to have him fun. It's just for him to be living and paying him well, right? Is that what child support is, right?
Child support goes for all the needs of the child, which include where they're living, their
Yes.
utilities that they use, any sporting events or extras that they need, clothes, basic food. The person in charge or the person receiving the child support has the discretion to use that money in any way that they deem fit.
Yes, I know that, Judge. But I was gonna say, just paying for him to live and all that. I mean, it's.
All right, Ms. Jameson, from your point of view, what would be fair for me to do?
I would like to keep it where it currently is at. He doesn't know the cost of living for a child because he has never been responsible for Corbin.
Judge hearsay.
And
Sir, this is not part of the evidence.
No, but.
Please don't interrupt. This is closing argument. Go ahead, Ms. Jameson.
Yes.
is getting older and is active in sports and school. He has a current job that he is making money, so he needs a car to get to and from work, which we provided him with, and my husband went and got a new car so that he could have our older car. It's not a fancy car. It's a 2006 model. So I don't raise him in an extravagant living setting. He has responsibilities. He is an AB student, and he's highly active in sports and in the community. Right now he's lifeguarding, and he is a student instructor for new swimmers. So Corbin is a good kid. He has a good head on his shoulders. And I don't feel like this should be changed because his activities are going to be getting more. So that's where I am at.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, my other son was talking to me.
All right, based on the testimony and evidence before me, then I'm ordering Mr. Rios to pay Ms. Jameson child support of $539 per month, starting August 1st.
Judge,
And
I agree with that. I don't agree with that.
please
I mean-
don't comment, Mr. Rios. I'll tell you what to do about that when I am finished, if you will let me finish. I'm ordering him to pay Ms. Jameson child support of $539 per month, starting August 1st, as well as reimburse both the medical insurance. I got a $149 on the health insurance and $16 on the dental insurance for a total of $165. That will continue. Court costs are assessed against well, I'm waiving court costs. Let me waive court costs in this matter. All right, I do find that there's been a significant change of circumstances since the prior order, and that the child support varies by more than $100 per month. All right. Mr. Blackburn's going to prepare that order for my signature and I'll sign off on it. There is a period of 3 business days during which anybody can request a new hearing. If you do that, you get a new hearing in front of Judge Messer and he'd start over and make his own decision. If nobody does that, then this order starts to become final. In either case, you'll get an order, a copy of this order signed by me within in about 2 weeks, either by email or regular mail. If you don't get a copy of your order, please call the Amarillo AG's office and notify them and just remind them to send you one. All right.
Yes. Can I just ask a quick question? Did you say the total starting August 1st would be $539?
Not the total, the child support amount would be $539.
Okay, thank you.
And then there's an additional $165 for the health insurance.
Correct. Okay, thank you.
Okay. That's everything. Thank you both so much. Good luck.
I don't
to
agree.
you
I don't
and
agree,
your
Judge.
family.
I don't
Pardon?
agree. So I don't agree. So
Okay, well, you know what you can, how to
Yes, I do.
proceed then.
so I'm just letting you know, yes, I don't agree. I mean,
That's fine, sir. That's why I told you about your rights. All right, thank you both for appearing today. I appreciate your patience in this matter. Good luck to you and your families. Bye-bye.
Bye.